Hi everyone, welcome to the Gardens and Graveyard channel. My name is Charisma and today we're in the studio and we're going to plant some Lisianthus seeds. So I'm not feeling super hot, so I wanted to keep my projects today super simple, and I really wanted to do like a big seed starting, I don't need that. I really wanted to do a big seed starting project today, but I'm just not feeling up to it. So I do want to get my Lisianthus started. I technically could have started it several weeks ago. I think in the next time I try to grow these seeds, I'll probably do them like the week of Christmas, and that'll help me kind of remember to do them. So a Lisianthus grows. There's different like series or something, like winter blooming, spring blooming, summer blooming, and fall blooming. And I think all of mine are spring or fall. Yeah, that one's a spring, and this one is... This one doesn't say specifically, but it says that it doesn't like high temperature, so I'm thinking like early summer. So I have a Roseanne Black Pearl from Johnny's, and then I have a Charisma White from Park Seed. And Lisianthus I have not been successful with before, so I'm going to try it again. These seeds are pelleted, so I've had them for, this one I just got this year, is that right? Yeah, I got this one this fall, and this one I've had for over a year. So this one I'm going to sow really heavily, and we'll play with this one. I want to try doing winter sowing too to see if that helps. I don't know. But today we're going to start in seed trays. I bought a new seed tray. It looks like this. It's a little bit different. They're pop-out reusable. So this is the drip tray. And then this is what the tray looks like. And it's like those ice cube trays that you could pop the silicone out. So after the plant's rooted in, and it's kind of hard sometimes to not disturb the roots when you're trying to get them out of these seed trays. So these just pop out. I'm really kind of excited to see if that works well or not. This does not have a humidity dome, but my Lisianthus want to stay consistently moist, so I'll be misting them every day, maybe multiple times a day. So I think I'll be okay. They'll be under grow lights. Lisianthus, say that 20 times fast, or even 3 times fast. Anyway, they take like 3 weeks to germinate, and then you don't plant them out for like 14 to 16 weeks. So they're like a long-term baby to take care of as far as seeds go. So we'll see how we do, but I'm gonna try it. I've got seedling mix here, and this is just it's a bag from Bimart, and it is, a sterile seedling mix, and we're just gonna fill these trays with it. Oh. Well, before I do that, I want to pre-moisten the soil. It's always best if you can pre-moisten the soil before planting. Jeez. I'm going to pre-moisten it, just put a little water in here. And I don't need this up here anymore. The reason I like to pre-moisten the soil is because the soil needs to be moist for the seeds to germinate on. And when you water seeds in, it can basically sink the seed. and then they're buried deeper than they want to be planted. So Lisianthus need light to germinate, so they're going to be sowed right on top of the surface and not have any soil on top. So if I were to put the dry seedling mix in here and then put the seeds on there and then water it in, I could sink the seeds and then they wouldn't germinate because they'd be underneath the soil. So I just make a little bit of a mess. It's okay. This up. Okay. This excess off of here. Clearly see all my cells. Just gonna running my hand over here so I can see all the cells, and then rid of any of this excess in here. And you just kind of drop your seed tray down, and it helps settle the soil so there's not air pockets. But you don't really want to push the seed or the seedling mix down. And you can see, like, after doing that, there's some space here that I could add a little bit more soil. Here, here. Okay. All right, that looks good. I'll just save the rest of this seed starting mix for the next project, which hopefully I'll be feeling better tomorrow, and we'll get to that. Okay, so then there are 16 cells in here, so I'm just going to plant 8 and 8. And we'll start with this one because it's open already with the Charisma White. And I might not even have 8 in there. So yeah. There's exactly 8, but because these are older, I'm gonna do 2 seeds per cell, and if they both take up, I will just divide them. So very carefully grab 2. Right, and then label. Oh, I'm so disorganized tonight. All right, now I have a little popsicle stick and a Sharpie, and we'll just write what is on here. Lisianthus on one side, and then Charisma White. And we're just going to stick it in like that. And I'm going to keep my packet and make sure I record what I planted. Then I will do the next one. Just go ahead and label. Okay. this one I have 50 seeds. Obviously won't be doing 50 in here, but because I do have so many and they only last a year, I do think that I will put 2 in the rest of these 12 cells, and then I'll put the rest of them in a winter sowing project that we'll do here soon. These pellets are a little bit bigger from Johnny's than they were from Park Seed. So the pelleted seed just means that they have a coating over it. It's usually clay, some kind of clay. Let's put the rest of these back in here. Save those. And then what I have found is using vermiculite really lightly over the top of my seeds prevents algae growth, which is so important. And because they want to have light for germination, I will just put the finest mist over each cell, and that way there's still plenty of light coming through. Then, all right, then I'm just gonna use my seedling water spout and water them in a little bit. And then I'll just put them in my seed starting station that's in the kitchen, and I will show that whole setup to you in a video pretty soon, but tonight I'm just going to pop it over there. It is on a timer. The lights are on a timer. They're on for 16 hours a day right now while the seeds are just starting to come up on their own. And I'll just keep an eye on these and see how they do. The other thing that I like to do is note what day it is. So I'm going to do that. That is. Dating your labels is really helpful, especially if you're an impatient gardener like myself, because I'll be like, why aren't they done yet? Oh, because it's only been like 2 days. So, yeah, and it'll be a little experiment to see how these trays do with silicone rather than, you know, plastic or egg cartons or whatever. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're celebrating your life and that you're staying healthy and you're well. And we will see you in the next video. Bye.